Hey, welcome to Born Bearded, the channel dedicated to all beard types and your bearded journey. I'm Dave, and today I'm going to be giving you my top 5 tips for gray beards. So let's get through the intro and we'll get this started. So first, let's talk a little bit about gray beards, the differences in gray beards versus any other color, and why they typically go gray. So at the base of your hair, you have follicles. These follicles create cells that have the pigment that's called melanin. When those cells get damaged, they can no longer produce melanin, which contributes to the color of your beard and skin. And that's where the gray comes in. So what are some of the things that can cause your beard to go gray? There's been some recent studies lately that say stress can cause your hair and your beard to go gray. In those studies, it does say that there's a possibility that once that stress is eliminated, you could grow some of the color back into your beard. I honestly couldn't tell you if that's true. That's just what I read, so I thought I would share that. If stress is not an issue, then there are a few other issues that could be causing your beard to go gray. So the first main reason why your beard hair would go gray, you're not going to like it, but it's your DNA. If your father wound up going gray or going gray early, there's a good possibility this could be the same for you. Number 2 is damage to the follicles from either being sick or from having something major happening, like a burn that's damaging those follicles. That can definitely cause the beard to go gray. And number 3 is smoking. I'm not going to preach to you about smoking. I smoked for many years, and I understand how difficult it is to quit, but it can cause those follicles on your face to get damaged and can lead to gray beards. But ultimately, the biggest reason for your gray beard is your DNA. So another little bit of information about gray beards. Outside of your beard hairs, there is the cuticle, and it is thinner on a gray beard, which can cause it to feel dry, not absorb water as easily, and can make it a little more difficult to maintain. Simply put, it feels different because it is different. But don't worry, I got some tips for you that's going to help you get that majestic gray or silver beard looking and feeling amazing. I've been dealing with a gray beard for many years now. Now I'm going to give you my top 5 tips that I typically use on a daily basis to help maintain that beard. The beard oil you use matters on a gray beard. A thicker beard oil is going to help add that layer of protection to your beard that you're not currently getting naturally because of the damage to your follicle and to the cuticle of your hair. Adding a thicker beard oil from time to time or even daily can help add that protection to your gray beard to where it doesn't feel so dry or feeling damaged. Even if you have a medium viscosity beard oil, it really does work well, but I would still suggest adding a thicker beard oil in your evening routine, or even from time to time if your beard is starting to feel a little bit dry, depending on the weather. One of my favorite brands that I like to use for the medium viscosity is Luxurious Bastard. He has some of the best scents that you're ever going to come across in this industry, and his oils are so enriched with vitamins and different kinds of carrier oils, you really can't go wrong with it. But adding that thicker oil into your routine a couple times a week or even in the evenings is really going to help maintain that dryness feel. It's going to give you that conditioned feel to your beard. I personally, after my weekly reset, like to add some Artius Man in there. It is a thicker viscosity beard oil, and if it's really dry, I'll take a couple drops of the castor oil that I buy separately and just add a couple drops to the oils, put it in, let it set throughout the evening, and in the morning, it feels nice, soft, and conditioned. Also, one of the biggest things that helped me with my gray beard is introducing beard butter to my nightly routine. Get a good amount of the beard butter into the palm of your hand, let it melt through, get it into your beard, let it set throughout the evening with a hair tie or a loose clip into your beard. By morning, rinse it out, and then start your morning routine. Tip number 3, rock what you got. I will say that I was really surprised the day that I noticed that I had a gray patch right here. I had grown a goatee for many years, and then after that, I decided that I was just going to be clean shaved. And I went like that for a good number of years. And I finally decided I was going to let my beard grow out a little bit. Then I noticed the gray patch. I was a little surprised. I didn't feel like I was old enough to have gray hair in my beard, but those genetics kicked in. But at that point, I wasn't sure if I liked it. But then I was encouraged to let it grow out. And that's when I started getting to the point where, hey, I actually really like that it is going gray. And I started getting more comfortable with it. And then as my beard started growing out more, I started getting more and more excited because more and more of the gray was coming through. It seemed to even out a little bit, but you notice the mass of the gray is right up in the front of my beard. I started to get excited about the look, and man, I gotta tell you, it really started to boost my self-confidence. I finally just got to the point where I started looking at it and I was like, I can rock this. I'm good with most things that can build your self-confidence, that is done in a safe and healthy way that can make you feel good about being you. Sometimes that don't happen enough in life, so make that happen for you. Not for anybody else, but for you. Sometimes as men, we need that little boost in our self-confidence, especially as we're getting older. Grays are starting to pop out, or life just gets to you sometimes. Don't wait for somebody else when you can create that self-confidence on your own. You start seeing some of that gray come through, rock it, and be proud of every milestone that you hit in your bearded journey. And here's tip number 4. Tip number 4 is do your research. If you're here watching this video, it looks like you're already doing that. So keep in mind, a gray beard feels different because it is different. It takes work, it takes determination, and it takes patience to work with your beard when you're trying to figure out what's going to work best for you. But it's not impossible to tame. Experiment with products, new carrier oils, new beard oils that you haven't used in the past that are maybe on the thicker side of the viscosity. You could try castor oils for your carrier oils, your avocado oils. Go a little light on those at first, add more if necessary, because if you add too much, they can feel a little bit thick and they can start feeling a little bit greasy. I do have a video about carrier oils that I'm going to post right here, and it will also be in the description for you to follow up later if you like. With those carrier oils, I tend to do my own little mixture to help extend the life of those great scents from the premium beard oils. And it's just something that helps me get through my day. If I need something a little bit thicker in the evenings, I definitely use something that I've mixed up already. So feel free to check out that video. It's all about carrier oils, breaking down what they're good for and how they help your beard. And now we're up to tip number 5. This has got to be the biggest tip that I could possibly give you with a gray beard, and it's one that took me years to try. But once I did, it is a complete and total game changer. Get a good blow dryer. So in your morning routine, you're going to wet your beard. You're going to add that beard oil, let it set for about 5 minutes. That way it absorbs in. Something that has a good amount of argan oil in there is great for the heat. So after that beard oil is set for about 5 minutes, go ahead and get a brush, set your blow dryer on a medium heat, start going down with the brush and down with the heat at a medium heat. Do that throughout your whole gray beard. It's going to help immensely in taming those gray hairs that just seem to want to go wherever they want to go. Now the blow dryer and straightener, I use one or the other daily. After you use the blow dryer and your beard is straightened out and you got those hairs tamed a little bit, go ahead and hit it with a cool shot. That way it kind of sets that mold. If you've made it to the end of the video, I want to say thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. I'll add some links to some of the carrier oils that I purchase. I'm not affiliated with any of these, but I do use these and they do tend to work well. If you have any questions or any suggestions of content that you'd like to see in the future, leave it down in the comments. I always answer my comments and I'd love to see you there. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave and I was born bearded. Have a great day.